So let's see what's in store for you. We have some very good cards, actually. Yeah, we have some really good cards. So for a lot of you, if you are thinking about going back to school, this is a really, really good time for you to start, sending out applications, resume, if you're looking for new jobs, and as well as taking up a course of study. Okay. We have the magician here, and the magician here is like a skills upgrade. Somebody is already like very knowledgeable, but I definitely feel this card deals, I'm not reading the traditional Rider-Waite interpretation. I'm reading this situation as somebody who is doing some research, some digging, some looking into like to expand their financial base. Okay. So it's linked up here with the Wheel of Fortune, and it's basically telling me you have a lot of opportunities coming in, and they're coming in droves. So it's really important for you to like figure out what it is that has long-term potential for you. And it's really important for you to follow your heart and pursue things that are that somehow like emotionally that resonate with you. Don't scatter your energy. You have a very, very calm and like a very systematic way of doing things. So I don't feel you are in danger of scattering your energy. What I do feel is that you might wear yourself out and you might lose a lot of sleep if you are not being deliberate with your energy. So I feel like, seeking things that you, to do that brings you emotional satisfaction. And we're not talking about, like going out and just, doing something that brings like instant gratification. We're talking about something that is a little bit more deliberate, that is a little bit more like long term. I feel like that's what you need to be happy. Okay. So it seems to me like it's a very, very busy month this month. For a lot of you, you are going to have to like study something. I feel like this can be new procedures that are implemented in the workplace, and things are being done differently. So you are going to have to review how the superiors want the things done. You might be in a position where you are disseminating information to like your employees, or you're put in center stage where you are going to have to give like some seminars, some lectures on how to do something, how to build something. So I feel like you are the magician. You are in this position where you have the knowledge and the skills, and you are disseminating the information. You're spreading information so that other people can learn from you. Okay, so both of these cards are great for like publishing a book, working on a book, publishing manuals and things like that as well. So I feel this energy coming through where you are going to be quite busy. And I feel that for a lot of you, you're doing some type of a detailed oriented work, and it's going to require a lot of like energy. So, make sure you get enough sleep so that you don't make minor mistakes. So I feel you doing something kind of, it's like, I don't feel like it's data entry, but it's something that requires a lot of like synthesis of different ideas and then combining them all together. So just make sure you get everything laid out and that you get all the facts straight. So don't skimp on research, okay? Now, in terms of your overall financial situation, there's travel opportunities coming through as well as finances linked up with it. Okay. So for a lot of you, for your job, you might that you might be in a job, excuse me, that requires a lot of physical travel. And I feel that's why it's taxing on your sleep state. Okay. So it might be cutting into your sleep time, because I feel like you're not getting very little sleep. And I say that mainly because like usually when I do a spread for Scorpio, a lot of the water energy comes out. This month, it seems like there's a lot of wands, like rods, a lot of restless energy. So I feel like you're constantly on the move. You're very dynamic, and it's hard to pinpoint, where you are. So you're darting from place to place. So I feel a lot of travel opportunities coming through for you, possibly giving seminars as well. So I feel like for a lot of you, you might be in a sales position where you have to dart from place to place in order to secure a client or a portfolio. You might be like running around the country giving seminars, and each seminars that you give, there's like money that comes as a result of it. So it's not a client-based operation. It's more of like a seminar, one-time thing type of operation that requires you to come through. On the other side of this Ace of Pentacles is that there is a new job opportunity as well that might require more travel from your end. It can be a little bit frustrating because I feel like, you know, like all water signs, you're very rooted to the home environment. But I feel like out of all the water signs, you are the most, I guess like you're a fixed sign, but I feel like cancers would have a really hard time traveling all the time, being on the road all the time, because they crave the comfort and the stability of a home environment. Pisces as well, but I feel for you, you crave it, but you know how to create it wherever you go. So, but either way, I do feel that there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of abundance, a lot of travel coming as a result of some work situation. Um, as a result of it, you might run into a lot of people, okay? So there might be temptation, okay? So if you're in a relationship and you're traveling all the time, just be mindful about that, okay? Keep in contact with your significant other or your girlfriend, boyfriend, family members too, because I feel this energy where you're jumping around all the time and it's really hard to pinpoint you, which means that if you have a significant other waiting around at home, they might have trouble contacting you and they might grow either weary or insecure as a result. So keep that in mind, okay? These are very, very good cards, and it indicates a lot of self-discipline and a lot of financial abundance. And I feel like the financial abundance is coming through as a result of self-discipline, self-mastery. So very strong cards. And I like seeing these really directed, strong cards for Scorpio. It's like a higher order type of cards with the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, and the Ace of Pentacles. So both of these is like, well, actually all of these cards indicate like manifesting, making your dreams come true. Not only, you know, conjuring them up, but like going out into the world and pursuing them. So I definitely feel you're operating on the higher vibration of Scorpio, which is, you know, the phoenix rather than the initial, like the snake. So it's a really high power, high functioning, and higher vibrational energy of Scorpio. This is really good. So if that's what we're starting the month out with, so I feel like you're on the right track, okay? Now, for a lot of you, there is somebody in your midst that is potentially, so I can't really pinpoint this energy actually. I want to pull out another card because I was, when it came out, I was conflicted about how it's playing out. Okay. So you're straddling between two people. You're straddling between two people. You're trying to decide. Okay. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is an earth sign. So this is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. This can be male or female. These are not gender specific, but I feel like I'm sensing very strongly. It could be, you know, like a stronger male energy that are straddling, mainly because I feel that you're still trying to decide, and I feel a very strong male energy, mainly because of the major arcana cards. So regardless, I do feel that there is here an earth sign. So this is somebody that is very nurturing, that is very self-contained, financially stable, very practical as well. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the sun, moon, or rising that you're dealing with. And you have a younger fire sign. Fire signs are Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And this is, I feel like this fire sign is definitely somebody that is younger than you, okay? And I pulled out a clarifier card, and we have the Two of Swords. And you're basically, you know, it doesn't show me anything else except that you're at an impasse. You don't even know which way to go. And the fact that the moon is showing up here, I feel like there is a fire sign that you have a very strong, possibly like a very strong emotional connection with. Whereas with the earth sign, there's a lot of stability, there's a lot of compatibility and stability, but there's a very strong emotional pull here. So you're straddling between the two and you're not really sure what you want to do. The earth sign might be somebody that is new. The fire sign might be someone you've known for a while. I don't know if you've dated them for a while or you've known them for a while, but I feel like the earth sign must have entered the picture like possibly, you know, a few months ago. This seems to me like it's a new energy, even though it's a queen, it seems to me like it's new. I'm also feeling as well is that there might be some geographical distance with this earth sign, mainly because I see the Chariot, and the Chariot usually indicates travel. and there are the two horses here, so that might indicate some type of a long distance type of liaison with this person. And there's also the fire sign, which is somebody that might reside. I don't feel like they're as far away as the other person. So you're traveling quite a bit. And let me just emphasize, the fire sign is a sun, moon, or rising. I'm getting more sun, moon, or rising, or like the energy that they exhibit, okay? I'm not getting so much like just straight sun sign with these cards. So there's definitely some temptation. There's definitely, you're dealing with very, very different energies. And, you know, sometimes just opposite attracts, but I feel like there's a very strong emotional pull with this fire sign. So on top of that, I do feel that when it comes to consistency, when it comes to like love and passion and, you know, feeling wanted and needed, I feel that the fire sign is the one that you're getting a lot of communication from. Okay. So, the Eight of Wands indicates like the arrows of love in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. And I feel like with this situation, it's the same way. This person might be sending out a lot of affectionate, you know, text messages, you might be getting a lot of communication from this fire sign. So this is, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And I do feel that because of it, it really boosts your ego. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel secure. Because sometimes in love relationships, Scorpios, you tend to be a little bit insecure too, but you will never admit it. So I feel like this person is really affectionate. They're just very open and, you know, honest with their feelings. They wear their heart on their sleeves. What you see is what you get. So then you feel like it's stable, and you feel like you don't have to worry about, you know, where you stand with them because you always know, which is like a great way to approach relationships anyways. So I feel like you might have this emotional pull to this fire sign because they're nurturing and they know how to, you know, really stroke your ego. And I feel like because they're affectionate, because they're so open, you tend to be a little bit secretive. So you like it when someone is upfront and honest because you don't want to have to play the guessing game, and you don't want other people to like be hiding things as well. So you're naturally suspicious. And I feel like it's a nice energy when you're dealing with someone who's so direct, because then you don't have to, you know, constantly second guess. Okay. So there's a lot of communication coming through from a fire sign. What I'm also sensing as well is, for those of you who are in married, partnerships, I feel that there might be some, mother-in-laws visiting is what I'm feeling. They're traveling long distances, mother-in-laws, or like traveling to see your mom, even your mom, your grandma, somebody that you consider, a mother figure. So there might be somebody that is, asking you whether or not you're going to go see them, or you're making plans to go see your mother, your own mother. Okay. So this is somebody like, that can give you very good advice as well. So I feel almost like, okay, if you're stuck in a situation where you're like trying to decide between two people, asking your mother for advice, I feel, is a really good thing to do this month, okay? Especially for those of you males watching, or if you are a Scorpio dating women, it's really important to ask your mom. Mother knows best, okay? But I feel like for this month, one of the advice I'm feeling is that you have some very, very strong, you have a very strong maternal influence circling around you, and they are looking, it's like they're in a position to guide you. You have a very strong mother figure watching over you, and I feel like your mother is full of wisdom. So, you know, coming to your mother, your grandmother, whoever that raised you, I feel that would be really important for you to rely on them for either. I feel like it's sort of like your spirit guides speaking through them to relay some important messages for you, because you're so busy and you're not getting enough sleep, so they can't even come to you in your sleep state, okay? But sometimes hearing it through like an earthly channel would be better for us. Okay, so it's like confirmation that you need. Your spirit guides are trying to access you, but you're just like swamped all the time and you're exhausted when you're at sleep. So even if you do dreams and they give you messages, you won't remember it when you wake up because you're just like so tired. So sleep deprivation is a major problem I see coming through for this month. So be very careful about that, okay? Don't drink too much caffeine. I feel like it's really going to mess up your sleep schedule. And I definitely see traveling across different time zones, okay? Across different time zones coming through. Now let's look at your advice cards. So we have a situation where you're definitely, I feel like you're dividing your time between two people, okay? And just be careful about this situation. I feel like I feel almost like you're scattering your energy and you're getting a lot of suitors, especially for those of you who are single and out dating. You're basically inundated with a lot of suitors. And what you do is up to you, but I definitely feel that you're exhausting yourself, okay? Um, there will be people that will ask about your previous state of affairs, and it's really important for you to defend yourself. But, you know, for example, I feel like there are people that will be in your business, that will pry, that will ask questions. And the point here is that, for example, if you are dating two people and someone is like, oh, I saw you with such and such, you have to explain yourself. Don't defend yourself in that you know, like if you're caught, just don't talk your way out of it. Just admit it, okay? Because I feel like that's what's happening here. Some people are just not going to be tolerant of it. And if you're like giving them, you know, like a lie, they're going to know. And I feel like a lot of you have really good candidates coming through. But like I said, you want to just, you know, look for the value in people, okay? And aim for the ones that add value to your life rather than scattering your energy far and wide, okay? The other thing that I am sensing here is for a lot of you, there is an air sign in your midst. So this is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And I feel like there is a situation here where somebody is handing money to somebody else, is offering financial assistance, is offering advice, is offering help. So it could be you to them or them to you. But what I'm feeling is the energy between the two of you is very jarring. So this is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, male or female. I'm feeling like this is not a female here. It's gender neutral. But what I'm feeling is there's a lot of like reciprocity in terms of help, assistance coming through from both sides. But I definitely feel the communication between the two of you is not like the best. So be patient with this person. Just know that they're not trying to do anything to hurt you. It's just you're a water sign. You're very emotionally in tune and you're very intuitive. This person is an air sign, so they need all the details and all the, you know, all the information before they can act. Okay. So they might ask a lot of questions and you know, you're secretive. And, I feel like that's where the trouble is, because I feel like they just naturally ask a lot of questions and you're naturally quite secretive. So you feel like they're like, I guess invading your privacy, but I don't feel that's the case. So make sure that you know what you're doing before you jump head first or engage with this air sign. I feel that you want to, you know, they've got a sword and you've got a wand, and you know, between the two of you, I don't feel it ending too well for you because, you know, they're sharp. So just make sure you know what you're doing before you engage with this person, okay? If you are romantically involved with them, I want you to just be careful if they are asking you questions. They obviously already know the answer because they're quite strategic. So I'm going to leave it at that. And let's just go into your love reading. But overall, really, really good month. Just don't succumb to temptation if you are already in a relationship and you're thinking about stepping out of it. I feel for a lot of you, there's already somebody that you have your eyes on, single or coupled.